Alright, section 8.2 is perimeters of composite figures. As it says here, a composite is made of 2D figures put together. You, of course, already should know what a perimeter is. It's the distance around a figure. Just looking at examples here of composites. This is a composite of a rectangle with a triangle. Here would be a couple of rectangles together. Here would be a triangle and a semicircle. So any kind of composite is just a combination of figures put together. First example problem to look at here, it says estimate the perimeter of the arrow. Obviously, it's just an estimation here, but you get the idea of going around some kind of object. This is, if you think about this here, this is a rectangle here, and then you also have a triangle. Just an estimation here. This is 6, this is 6. This is 2, this is 2, and on the edge here is 4. So if I add just those together, I would have 4 and 6 is 10, plus 6 is 16, 17, 18, 19, there's 20 right there. Now it gets a little tricky here when I go in the diagonals. It's an estimation. You could call the diagonal of a square about 1.5. So 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5 would be 6, and then same thing here, it would be another 6. So if I add 12 to my original 20, I would then get 32. I do need to label things when I talk about area and perimeters and all this stuff. It doesn't have a label, so I would just call it units, square units there, 32. Alright, let's get past estimating and let's do an actual problem here. I have a triangle and a semicircle. I need to find the perimeter. Now, something to consider is I don't want to add this number in there. I just want these two plus this. Let me say that again. These two plus that thing. The 10's there to obviously help us figure out the circumference of the circle. Obviously, it's only a semicircle, so we're going to have to take a half. So first two things, obviously 8 and 6, I have 14. That is the perimeter of this. Now I need to find this part of it. Pi, remember, is 3.14. And to find the perimeter, the circumference of a circle, we multiply pi times d. Well, d is given of 10. So I'm going to multiply 3.14 times 10, and I'm going to get 31.4. The problem is I only want 1/2, so I'm going to divide this by 2, and that would be 15.7. So that gives me the distance of this. I then need to add that back to the 14, and I would then get 29.7. Again, you got to label. This is in feet here, so I'm going to label feet. Alright, one more example problem to try here. It says the rain track is made up of a rectangle and 2 semicircles. Obviously, the 2 semicircles will make one full circle. It says find the perimeter. Easy part of this, we've got 100 on each side here, so that gets us 200 meters right there. We don't care about this distance, we care about this distance, and that is, of course, put together as 2 circles. So don't add in 32 or 64, however you look at that. We have to go ahead and find the circumference of a circle. The circumference of a circle, remember, is pi times d, or 2 pi r. Well, radius is given of 32, so I'm going to multiply 2 times pi times 32. And when I do that, I multiply all those together, I will get 200.96. I then add that back to the original 200 for the sides here, and I get 400.96. Again, I've got a label. This one is meters. Alright, hope you followed that. I'll just give you one practice problem here for tomorrow. I'd like you to try to do this, please. It says the figure is made of a semicircle and a square. Find the perimeter. So you're going to have to add up these 3 sides and then figure out what this is to add all together. And please label. It is, of course, in meters. Appreciate you watching. Have a good night.